Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 103 of Gains, and this one is titled Support, Support, Support. You felt supported, comforted, and relaxed as you held her hand. Okay, I'll get it worked out and see if we can both go together. I think it'll be good for us, you said with a smile while squeezing her hand again. She gave you a weak smile back and then adjusted her weight in the bed, and that set her off coughing. Don't push yourself, Mum, you said worriedly. Just then the nurse came in with some timely medication. Okay, Miss Lynn, it's time for your next round of Ventolin. Perfectly timed, actually, she said, seeing your mum was coughing spasmodically. You moved back so the nurse could move in, and she handed your mum the puffer and directed her to breathe in while depressing the button on top. It pained you when you could see that your mum didn't even have the strength to push the dispense button down on her own, so the nurse had to assist. It's time to act now. Mum's running out of time and I need to help her, you thought as you watched on helplessly. You stayed for a little longer after that, chatting to Mum, but then you felt like it was probably time to go. More so you could process everything you'd seen that day and head back home to Heights Alliance. After saying bye to Mum, you headed back out to Present Mike and he took you back to Heights Alliance. You turned up at your dorm room just as class had finished, so you didn't think it was necessary to go back to the classroom. You knew Kiri or Bakugou would bring your bags and homework to you anyway. You were correct, because no sooner had you flopped down on your bed, there was a knock at the door, and just judging by the severity of the knock, you knew it was Bakugou. You mumbled, making sure your mumble was loud enough for him to hear. He opened the door and stepped in. What are you doing? He growled. I'm lying here looking and feeling depressed. What does it look like? You sassed, turning your head to the side so you could glare at him. This is the perfect time to train, he grunted. No, this is the perfect time to let negativity consume me and crush my soul to a pulp, he replied in a monotone, lifeless voice. Hey, Yin! We did it! We're all interning with Fat Gum! Kiri bubbled as he bounced in the door, looking very much like a golden retriever, all happiness and zero room reading abilities. Oh, I forgot about that, you said, lifting your head up and then flopping it back down again. But I'm sad about other things. No, maybe I'm just wiped out. I just feel emotionally tired. Oh, what's wrong? Kiri asked as he walked over and sat down on the bed and then placed a hand on your back. Mum's in hospital, you said to him. What? Bakugou snapped. Yeah, I went to see her. She's not doing well. She needs a lot of help, you sighed. We chatted about some things and I think it's a step in the right direction, but she's still got a long way to go, as do I, you sighed. We're here to help you, remember? Kiri said encouragingly. Right, bro? He added, looking up at Bakugou. Bakugou grunted in reply, and you took that as a yes. At least you're getting training at Quirked, Kiri offered, trying to find some positives to help you keep on track. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm getting a bit of pressure from there too. There's just so much going on in my life at the moment, and he sighed again. There's more than just junk in the trunk. There's chip packets under the seats and rotten apple cores and the door collector thingies. It's all getting too much. I just want a break from things to think about. Well, how about for tonight we have some fun? Just the three of us? Kiri asked you, looking at Bakugou for him to agree. Really? What'd you have in mind? You asked. Well, for starters, you need a nice big hug, so, he said, quickly putting your bag and homework down on the floor and then crawling over your back and snuggling down onto you. You giggled. Yeah, this is nice, you said with a smile. But what about you, hotshot? What are you bringing to the table? You asked Bakugou, who was still standing there watching Kiri hunched over you like a human turtle shell. This, he said as he crouched down beside the bed and pressed his lips to yours. You returned his kiss, and then all of a sudden you were making out, with Kiri watching on with awe from your back. Oh, I didn't mean for that kiss to be so heavy, you said apologetically. I did, Bakugou replied. Whoa, Kiri said from behind you, and you rolled around underneath him so that he was now caging him in from the front. Sorry, was that awkward to watch? You asked him gently. No, how do you do that? Kiri asked you, and then looked up at Bakugou. I've only ever seen those types of kisses in the movies. Are you worried about kissing deeper because of your sharp teeth? You asked him. He opened his mouth and gave you a big grin. Yeah, I guess I am a little, he admitted. I don't want you to cut yourself on them, if you were to use, tongue, he said, blushing furiously and looking away. Move over. Bakugou suddenly grunted. I want in. You and Kiri scooted to the side, and Bakugou got on your other side on the bed, so that you were on your back between your two boys. Kiri on your left, and Bakugo on your right. Do love your kisses so, Kiri. They're very soft and loving, you said, turning your head to him to initiate a kiss. He bent his head to yours and kissed you with parted lips like you two had been practicing, and after holding the kiss for a second or two, he pulled back. That was really nice, you said, and he smiled happily at you. Oi, Bakugo grunted jealously. Come over here. You turned your head to Bakugo, and then he engaged you in another deep kiss. Because you were on your back on the bed with your head resting back, you couldn't move anywhere, so ended up making out with him for a lot longer than you thought you would, since he was controlling the length of time in a lip lock. After he pulled back, you quickly looked at Kiri to make sure he was okay. He was spellbound, staring at Bakugo's lips. I wish you could teach me, he said softly, and you looked from him to Bakugo and then back to him. Oh, wait, you want Bakugo to teach you? You asked with surprise and a bit of a chuckle. I'm here for yin, Bakugo replied, and Kiri quickly explained himself. Oh, it's only because I really look up to you, bro, and your kisses look super manly, and you're super good looking, and... He mumbled with embarrassment. Oh, you're so cute, Squishy, he said as you wrapped your arms around his neck and pulled him in for a hug. Have I just unleashed the feral kiribaku stance? That's me too, by the way. I thought I just had to throw a little bit of something in there, but like it is something that Kiri would say canonically. Like, come on, surely. Anyway, chapter 104 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.